for the team.
Yeah, have you seen that step with Lorenzo, just specifically with him? How's he taken the thing from your eyes, kind of the way you are in terms of the new role?
Zoe always been a hard worker, so I can't really see a difference in his work ethic. He's always been a hard worker, but he's definitely taken some strides on trying to be a leader. Also, like I say, it's new for a lot of us because we haven't had to be in this position before, but we're definitely taking strides to improve that.
You know, another guy, Reggie Carter, how good is it for him with all the injuries and the shoulder injury last year to see him back making hits out there?
Right. That's one of those guys who came in with us in the 13 class, and we knew he had a lot of talent, and those injuries kind of set him back a little bit. So, man, it's like I'm just watching a brother out there, doing something that we all know that he could do, and it's really good to have him back.
You guys got some young guys with Natrez and Roquan. Is Reggie going to be able to kind of get past them, you think, in terms of depth chart and stuff?
The way it goes, and we're going to work hard, and we're going to let that take care of itself. Everybody here got something to prove. These are new coaches, and nobody's a sure starter. So everybody's out there working hard, trying to earn a spot.
Kind of building off of that, I mean, how much have you learned, like, over the last year time here that – how little kind of positions matter and how it's more about roles now.
Right.
You kind of gotta. You may be the outside linebacker in this set. You may be the defensive end in this set.
Right.
I mean, that seems to be kind of the way everything's trending now.
Yeah, you do. Yeah. Like they always say, when your time is called, you gotta perform. And just because you start the game doesn't mean you're gonna finish it. And just when your name is called, you just gotta go to work. That's how I feel. So we don't kind of really look at it as starters and somebody come off the bench. We just kind of look at, like you said, role people. You got to do your role, and it can be a well-oiled machine.
Devin, when you hear what Leonard says about you, coming from a guy who's going to be making a lot of money,
right.
I mean, is it something that you hear it and I believe it. That is what I can be.
I definitely believe it because I've put the time in and. With him while he was here, we basically competed at a lot of things, and I think that's what also made him the player he was and also made the player I am today. So I know while he was here he would never say that, but he definitely saw the strides that I took from when I first got here to the point where I am now, and he saw it, so I can kind of really understand where he's coming from.
The recent history of the way the position group has played as a whole,
right.
Is there higher expectations with being an outside linebacker
here? You could say that. Because before Flo, it was Jarvis, then you had the Jordan line, and it's a very prestige position at Georgia, and you want to try to kind of live up to it.
What about just coming off last year, productive year for him? But
right.
What did you come away from saying, this has got to be better next year?
Like as in what?
Just in terms of your individual game.
Last year, I was getting like 17 to 20 plays a game, so I kind of really wasn't gashed like that. I was able to come in fresh and kind of spare those guys able to make plays, but this year I know I'm going to have to play a lot of more snaps. Therefore, my game will have to be consistent. So I do understand that, and also being in shape to log in a lot of plays.
You said you and Leonard competed in a lot of things. Is that just as far as practice going up against?
Practice, 2K.
Who's better?
Who can get to the front seat faster? It's a lot. So
who's better at 2K? I gotta know.
Oh yeah, it's me. Yeah, it's me definitely. I just beat him yesterday, as a matter of fact.
So even though he's obviously getting ready for the draft, you two are still staying pretty close.
Right.
Who can get to the front seat where?
Who can get to the front seat first? A car.
Yeah. Passenger seat?
Yeah, shotgun.
Yeah.
So shotgun doesn't just work anymore.
This was before we had our vehicles, but we would always have a race to the car, and then we end up getting there at the same time. It'd be a big fight. So, we compete with everything.
With Jordan and Leonard gone, kind of what's your expectation for yourself with some production needing to kind of be filled in?
Really, man, I feel like the sky's the limit, and like I say, right now I'm just trying to master my position to make sure that when the plays are there for me, I can make them. Because like I said, last year I definitely seen that I can be an impact to this team, and I just gotta get myself ready for a bigger role.
Can you put a finger on with Lorenzo? Kind of, I think people expected him to kind of build off his freshman year, and if you look at the numbers, obviously he didn't have that kind of year. Was there anything that you can say about, is he more motivated now? What was going on last year with him?
I don't really like to speak on other players, but because we see what goes on behind closed doors here, and Zoe worked just as hard as he did his freshman year, but like the guy was just saying, on the defensive roles, and some weekends his number was called to go out and play, and some weekends my number was called, and then some weeks none of our numbers were called. So I mean, it's just really how the ball rolled. But I'm expecting a big year out of him also.
Who are some of the OLBs that are taking advantage of their opportunity, that are trying to really step up and get some playing time this year?
I definitely see Keon Brown is improving. Keon Brown is definitely improving. He's moving well out there, making a lot of plays. You can tell that the game is kind of slowing down for DeAndre Walker a little bit. He's out there playing faster than what he was last year at practice. Tommy Long, is one of those guys that's always going to be consistent, and you know what you want to get out of him. Hard worker, smart football player. So a lot of those guys are definitely taking advantage of their opportunity. I can't really single one of them out, but definitely one thing about being an outside linebacker room is we're all going to push each other. So all those guys are doing great right now.
Are you on any special teams?